Are your curls frizzy, dry, limp, not holding their shape? Maybe they're not cooperating no matter what products that you try? Well, the problem might not be your routine, it could just be your water. Today we're breaking down hard water versus soft water, how they affect your curls, and how to remove stubborn buildup using the new Curl Reset Detox Shampoo from Curlsmith, who's kindly partnering with me for this video. My name is Gina and welcome back to my channel. Here we talk all things naturally curly. I love helping you problem solve with your curls, getting to the bottom of your curl issues, and I love talking about the science of hair, which often involves what can impact our hair, such as our water. So let's get started. Let's start by identifying what is hard water. Hard water contains high levels of minerals like calcium and magnesium that are naturally found in our water. These minerals are not bad for us by any means, but they can stick to things and build up over time like our hair. Over time, this buildup on our hair can cause it to feel very dry, brittle, appear dull, and it can also block the absorption of moisture. This can make it very tangly, hard to style, and can even lead to damage in our hair over time, such as breakage. Here are some signs that you might have hard water in your home. Have you ever noticed a white residue on your shower head that's super stubborn? No matter what cleaners you use on it, you cannot get it off. Or maybe your shower glass has water spots on it that also cannot be removed with regular household cleaners. Your water faucet screens might be getting clogged, and you probably even notice water spots on your glass dishes. Signs in your hair are a very rough, brittle feeling in the hair. It might appear very dull and lifeless looking, and that is due to that mineral buildup that blocks moisture absorption in our hair. Hair might feel very stiff, tangled, and hard to style. Your curl pattern might be lacking its usual bounce. It might not be bouncing up to its normal curl pattern when you style it, even when you've done regular clarifying shampoos. You definitely are probably experiencing frizz, and especially frizz that's right at the root. You might see a lot of wet frizz even after you just washed and conditioned your hair. And you might also notice that your shampoo doesn't lather as well if you have hard water. And those with sensitive scalps might experience itchiness on their scalp or even flakes. Here's how you can remove hard water buildup. So regular shampoos and regular clarifying shampoos don't necessarily remove hard water buildup. To remove hard water buildup, you need special chelating ingredients. These chelating ingredients effectively remove calcium and magnesium buildup that regular shampoos and clarifying shampoos are not able to remove. I will put up a list right here on the screen of some common chelating ingredients that you can look for in your shampoos and in your clarifying shampoos. One thing that people often get confused when it comes to chelating shampoos versus clarifying shampoos is not all clarifying shampoos remove hard water minerals. But hard water shampoos or chelating shampoos do remove regular product buildup as well. So if you have hard water, you're best off going with a shampoo that has chelating ingredients, and that will take care of all types of buildup on your hair. Whereas a regular clarifying shampoo is just going to take care of your regular type of buildup, like from product residue, dirt, and oil. The Curl Reset Detox Shampoo from Curlsmith contains naturally derived chelating ingredients like acetic acid and phytic acid, which bind to metal ions and hard water minerals. Heavy metals are also very common in our water, especially if you are on city or county water. These heavy metals, chlorine, and hard water minerals like calcium and magnesium cause so much buildup on our hair. Curlsmith's study for this shampoo showed that in just one wash, it removed 85% of hard water minerals and 86% of product buildup without leaving the hair feeling dry or stripped. So this is not only going to remove your hard water minerals, but it's also going to remove your regular product buildup, taking care of all different types of buildup issues. It also contains apple cider vinegar and peppermint oil, so it creates this nice, soothing, cooling sensation on your scalp and on your hair, which makes for a really nice experience when you're clarifying. So you might be wondering, how does the new Curl Reset Detox Shampoo compare to the original Curlsmith Wash and Scrub Detox Shampoo? So the original Wash and Scrub Detox Shampoo is a regular clarifying shampoo, plus it contains a natural scrub to it. So if your scalp is very flaky and dry and you wanted that scrubbing action, this has that scrub in with it. Whereas this one doesn't have the scrub, but it has similar ingredients, plus the addition of those chelating ingredients for hard water minerals. So this is your regular type of clarifying shampoo, and then this is one that covers both regular types of buildup and your hard water buildup. This one will also not leave your hair feeling dry or stripped, whereas this one you might recall that Curlsmith recommends using the primer as the first step before this, and then of course following up with your favorite conditioner, but that's the case with both of these. You should definitely be following up with a conditioner, but this one is going to be a little bit more mild and not feel quite as drying on the hair. Plus it has those added benefits to remove those hard water minerals. While this does contain apple cider vinegar, which is said to help in hard water, the chelating agents that are in the new detox shampoo are definitely stronger and definitely going to work for those stubborn hard water minerals. The Wash and Scrub Detox Shampoo does contain apple cider vinegar, which is said to help with hard water, but I have personally found that the stronger chelating agents like that are in this shampoo tend to be more effective for those who deal with a lot of hard water buildup. But this one still has that same apple cider vinegar in it as well, the ginger root, the peppermint oil for those soothing benefits, and also to prevent the hair from getting it too dry. Apple cider vinegar has a similar effect to conditioner on the hair, where it can help lower the pH of your hair, which prevents that dryness in the hair. So let's finally get into the shower, and I will show you how to use this new shampoo to remove hard water buildup. And of course, keep in mind that if you don't have this detox shampoo yet, but you have another chelating shampoo, you can definitely still follow these steps to remove hard water buildup. I definitely have some buildup going on my hair right here. I was on day 7 and my scalp was not feeling great, so I was definitely in need of a reset. So you first want to start off with the Curlsmith Detox Shampoo. Wet your hair thoroughly and apply quite a bit of this to your scalp and work it into a lather. I like adding some water as I go to help it lather up even more. And you want to make sure that you cover all areas. Don't forget the underneath. Don't forget the lengths of your hair. You do want this shampoo to cover the lengths of your hair as well, not just the scalp, to make sure you're fully removing all of that buildup. So just gradually work it in, massage it in. Don't forget the hairline area where we tend to get a lot of buildup, and then rinse it out. I like to follow up with a deep conditioner just to replenish moisture. I went with the multitasking conditioner here, and it's great to just add a little bit of protein, some strength and moisture to the hair, and it's very lightweight. Rinse that out, and my hair was feeling so much better. I styled as usual. I will link the exact products I used down below. It diffused, and these were my results. It was definitely much bouncier, shinier. It even looks like I got a haircut because my hair sprung up so much. Now let's cover how to prevent hard water buildup. Installing a whole house water softening system is the best long-term solution to fix the problem right at the source. Now, this obviously applies to those who own their home and are able to do this. These can be very pricey, but again, it treats it right at the source, which will fix those problems that hard water causes, not only with our hair, but our skin, washing our clothes, our dishes, everything is impacted by hard water. So this is the best way to treat it right at the source. But even if you already have a water softening system, I still recommend using a chelating shampoo like the Detox Shampoo, and I'll talk about that in the soft water section in just a moment. Another option is to install a hard water softening system to your shower head. Now keep in mind, this is different than a shower head filter. There's a lot of misconceptions online about these water head filters that you can order from various brands and from online stores that you might see that advertise that they filter out things in our water. And a lot of times they do filter out chlorine or maybe even heavy metals. A lot of these shower head filters, though, don't actually contain salt to treat the hard water and to remove that calcium and magnesium. So to be clear, you don't filter out hard water. You have to treat hard water with the addition of salt. So a whole house water softening system or a shower head softening system is going to have a salt cartridge that you have to change out on a regular basis. So you're adding salt to your water to help soften it. It can be really hard to tell when you are shopping for these shower head filters because it can be really misleading. So I will be sure to recommend some to you in the description box below that actually do contain that salt cartridge to effectively address hard water at your shower head. And of course, to prevent that hard water buildup on your hair, you would want to use a chelating shampoo like the Curl Reset Detox Shampoo about every 4 to 5 washes. So depending on how often you wash your hair, you would want to change out your regular shampoo, with this shampoo on those particular wash days. So 4 to 5 washes, good general rule of thumb. For me, it ends up being about once a month is a good time to do this particular shampoo. Now let's talk about what is soft water, some signs you might have soft water, and how it affects our hair. Soft water has fewer minerals, which can allow for more product absorption when we're washing our hair. Softer water also helps to moisturize our hair. It leaves it feeling very soft, just like the name says, and it almost has a conditioning effect on the hair. Now, if you're someone that struggles with your hair getting weighed down, then this would definitely contribute to that overly soft, silky, and weighed down effect on your hair. So of course, there's pros and cons with both soft and hard water, but soft water is generally going to feel much better on naturally curly hair compared to hard water. So some signs that you might have soft water in your home are your products and your conditioners are a little bit difficult to fully rinse out. Maybe you rinse out your conditioner and it feels like you still have conditioner in your hair, or you can even have this effect on your body as well. It might take you longer to actually rinse away the soap that's on your body. It's going to cause your hair to feel very soft and slippery, so think seaweed hair. And this happens even after rinsing for a long time. I usually recommend spending quite a bit of time actually rinsing out your conditioner and your deep conditioner thoroughly if you're someone who struggles with very soft, silky hair that doesn't hold. But you would especially need to spend some time rinsing out your conditioner if you have soft water. By the way, all of these points about soft water also apply to if you have hard water that is treated with that whole house softening system. So if you have softened your water from a system like that, or if you just naturally have soft water, that's where all of these points apply. Another sign of soft water might be your hair is very limp, weighed down. It struggles to achieve any type of volume no matter what you do. Your curls and your styles might not last. You might not get a good curl cast, and your curls and waves might fall easily even with the strongest hold products. And all of this is due to that conditioning effect. A lot of these signs are some similar signs that I've talked about in the past when dealing with over moisturized curls when it comes to using too much conditioner and those conditioning ingredients at every step of your routine. Well, the same thing goes for having soft water in your home. You might have some of those similar effects. So if you've already tried eliminating some of the conditioning ingredients at each step of your routine and you're still struggling with overly soft, weighed down curls and you're using really strong shampoos, it could be your water contributing to that. Now let's talk about how to fix limp curls from soft water. So the same clarifying reset routine is going to apply here. So just like I mentioned previously with hard water buildup, to fix that, you can use the Curl Reset Detox shampoo. So you don't have to have hard water to be able to use this. There are lots of different things that are in our water, including that softness in our water that can contribute to our hair getting weighed down. So by using this, no matter what your water type is, you know that you're covered. If you know that you have soft water, you could just use a regular clarifying shampoo, maybe that doesn't have chelating ingredients. But if you're not really sure, that's where I would definitely recommend using a chelating shampoo. That way you know you're covered. The next thing you're going to want to do after you clarify or use a chelating shampoo is to condition, because you don't want your hair to get dry. But you'll want to opt for a conditioner that's much more lightweight, which I know is difficult to find, but Curlsmith has some great lightweight conditioners, such as their multitasking conditioner. Their soothing mask is also pretty lightweight. You could even go with a lightweight leave-in spray, like the Moisture Memory Reactivator. That's probably the lightest weight conditioner type of product that you could apply to your hair in place of conditioner. But overall, you want to make sure that you are thoroughly rinsing out your conditioners, no matter if you're using a deep conditioner or a regular conditioner. If you're using a leave-in, you could leave it in or maybe even rinse it out if your hair really doesn't need much moisture. But spend time thoroughly rinsing that out. So don't be rushing when you are showering, because this step could be impacting your entire routine. And if your curls aren't holding up because they're overly conditioned, then that's just going to cost you a lot of time throughout the week trying to fix your curls. So fix it in the shower by thoroughly rinsing out your conditioner. And sometimes that even involves kind of scrubbing the scalp. You might see me do this quite a bit when I'm washing my hair. And that is to make sure that I'm fully rinsing out the conditioner, because sometimes it takes that friction from our fingertips to loosen up that conditioner so that way it can be rinsed away. And this especially goes for those of you who have very thick hair. You might want to also consider adding in products with protein or bond building products. So Curlsmith Bond Curl would be a great product to work into your routine. I like doing that treatment on the same day of my clarifying and deep conditioning, just sort of like a treatment wash day routine. It helps you keep everything straight so that way you're not confused about what to use when. So maybe it's you use your Bond Curl Rehab Salve to strengthen your hair and help provide your hair that structure. Then you clarify because you have to shampoo after you use Bond Curl. Then maybe use a lightweight protein-free deep conditioner. That's a great way to just reset your curls. But those protein ingredients or those bond building ingredients are going to help your curls maintain their structure. So if your curls are feeling very limp and weighed down and they're not really bouncing up to their natural curl or wave pattern, it might be time to work some protein into your routine. And if you don't want to do something like Bond Curl, if that's too many steps for you, then maybe you just opt for a conditioner that has some protein, or maybe your styling products have some protein. So you can check out the Curlsmith Strength line for products that contain proteins. So whether if you have hard water or soft water, or you're not sure, you can't really figure it out, I still recommend using a chelating shampoo like this Curl Reset Detox shampoo on a regular basis. So those every 4 to 5 washes that I mentioned, it's still good to work in that treatment wash day to maintain proper balance in your curls. If your curls ever start acting weird and you're doing the same routine all the time, that's when it's definitely time to switch it up and reset your curls. Because if we're doing the exact same thing and using the same products, you might start to accumulate some of that buildup on your hair, especially if you have hard water in your home. Luckily, the Curlsmith Detox shampoo is sulfate free. It's not too strong or anything like that. It didn't dry out my curls. I've been testing it for a while now. I still recommend using a deep conditioner after to help kind of restore that moisture in the hair, but it doesn't leave my hair feeling dry, and I get really great results after using it where the curls are much bouncier and my hair stays cleaner longer. So I'll have the link down below for where you can get this. If you decide to give it a try, please keep me updated on what your results are. Let me know in the comments. If you haven't already heard about my hair type quiz, it is now up on my website. It's completely free to take, but I'll have the link down below. But it asks you a series of questions about your hair type, including your water type, and it gives you a full report sent to your email, including product recommendations, so that way you know exactly what you need to get based on your quiz results. So I ask you questions about your water type because, as I mentioned, it does play a big role, especially in the types of shampoos that you should choose. And if you're looking for a step-by-step routine on how to do that treatment type of reset wash day, check out the video that's linked right here on the screen. It was another video using some Curlsmith products. I was using the detox kit to reset my curls. So if your curls are lacking their usual bounce, they're not acting right, or maybe you've neglected your curls for a while, this is a great routine to get your curls back to their natural curl pattern. So I will talk to you over there. Bye, everyone.